Broncos and the New England Patriots. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Come on, now the wolf. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I know he ain't got it. Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Here's Jackson. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. They got him in. It's Woods. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check. 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 59.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check 31, check 31. He's checking, he's checking.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go play action here on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
By the defense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. X3. 218. Chop. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike is picked up.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Back to throw. Herbert. He completes this to Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a first down throw for Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Well, he's got some breathing room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there by Gordon. 44 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get second.
Pilot, 64.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
6-6. Bullet 5. Leo.
Operating from the gun. Herbert going for it all. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos. Push further out in front. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Now Jackson.
Exactly what they needed.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and that's Elliott, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
45 the mic. Coming. Ball shot. Check mark 45. Check mark 45. Rip left. Rip left. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Here we go, D.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, check, check. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. No.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Ezekiel Elliott. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Ready.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Haywood!
Watch Mike. Get that quarterback.
Mike!
2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Mike 52.
Look at me. Zip up this.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, his pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 24.
Greystone, travel.
From the gun, Herbert. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. And watch the lane. Go. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man. That's Harry. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Patriots first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Elliott. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
14 more yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Hey, watch the slant. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 66,
A first down carry by Elliott. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Stop your whining.
From the 41, Jackson. Catch is made by Harry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a...
That's caught by Woods for a New England touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Check three, check three, check three. Kill.
Ready.
Now Gordon on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry. Bravo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Now.
Another run by Lindsey. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey, Alpha. 52, 52. 61, matchbox, right, fire.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Down, 50, plank. You ain't going nowhere. Protein spill.
They'll go again with Lindsey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Slim.
Get it.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The kick by McManus is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Duke Dawson picks it.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Dante Hightower on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On second down now. It's Lindsey, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down